Good morning, dear friends. Today we will see a topic that is called what is variable force and what is work done by a variable force. So, first of all, we must understand that a constant force that we assume in general way, it is very rare. That means in general, in nature, we do not find the constant force anywhere. So it is very clear that the force is variable from place to place and from one point to another point. Now, it is the variable force which is more commonly encountered in our routine life or our day to day life. Let us consider and we understand it with one simple graph. As shown in the graph, we can see that the graph is belongs to force that is acting in direction x versus the displacement. The displacement is taken on x axis. Now first what we will do, we will consider the point xi and we consider that the force acting on some particle in such manner that when particle reaches from xi to xf, it will experience the different force continuously from xi to xf. Now we can see that if the displacement delta x is very small, we can take the force fx as approximately constant and the work done can be written as w is equals to fx into delta x, that we have shown in the part that is given in this equation. Now if we say that if we add all these successive rectangular areas and if we get the total work done, that can be represented as the whole graph that is shown in the next figure, that I can show that this is the graph, that when we add all these small areas, small rectangular areas, and when we combine them, we consider that the total work done is equals to that the area covered by this rectangular portion or this blue overall area under the curve. Now it shows that if we add all these areas of all rectangles keeping very small delta x, that means delta x tends to 0, then the area under the curve is exactly equals to work done by this force. Now we can represent it mathematically as well. If we want to represent it as a mathematically, first of all we have to consider that the term w or delta w, that is belongs to small portion delta w, is fx delta x. Be careful that here the force is acting on x direction. Now our work is from xi to xf, so the total work done w is approximately equals to sigma of xi to xf fx into delta x. Now obviously if we take this delta x very small, that if limit delta x tends to 0, if we take this limit delta x tends to 0, then this work done and the sigma sign is converted into the integration, that is w is equals to limit delta x tends to 0 that is sigma of xi to xf fx delta x. But as we have shown, it will converted into the integration, so that will be in integration, that is from xi to xf fx into dx. So that will be the total work done, and this is called the work done by the variable force. So this is actually the work done as asked to find out. Example, that is the example belongs to this type of work done, that is our textbook example number 6.5. They have given us the same thing. They have given that a woman pushes a trunk on a railway platform which has a rough surface. She applies a force of 100 Newton over a distance of 10 meter. Thereafter she gets progressively tired and her applied force reduced linearly with distance to 50 Newton. The total distance through which the trunk has been moved is 20 meter. Now plot the force applied by the woman and the frictional force, which is 50 Newton, versus displacement, and calculate it, that calculate work done by the two forces over 20 meter. So here we are asked to find out and to plot the graph. Now it is clear that when the force is there and displacement is there, we are given that for first 10 meter the force is constant. Let us consider that the platform to be horizontal, and we consider that the displacement is on that horizontal path. Suppose for first 10 meter the force is constant, and then for the next 10 meter the force continuously reduces. Initially it is suppose 100 Newton that is given, and it is given that it progressively decreases and becomes 50 Newton. So for first 10 meter we consider that it is a constant force, and then for the next 10 meter it reduces linearly and becomes the 50 Newton. So now we want the work done during this phenomena. So suppose we are putting the origin to be at O, and we draw the graph for that first 10 meter, that is a constant force, and then there is a reducing force up to a with another 10 meter, and that is up to 20 meter. Regarding this, during the whole process they have also given that continuous force of friction, that is about minus 50 Newton, is applied on it throughout the process or throughout the displacement. So we consider that also. Now we plot the graph belongs to this. We say that this is frictional force, so it will be in a negative y-axis, because it is a that resistive force, and resistive force belongs to with negative sign. Now first we check this yellow graph or the yellow plot that is under the observation, and then we take the work done for the remaining green portion here, that is also the work done for the next 10 meter. And another thing, that is throughout the process, that is the below this blue portion, that is throughout the resistive force. So here we give name, say A, B, C and D, that is for first 10 meter. Suppose here we put a name E, then suppose I say the name F is already given to the force, so E, F, then I say that this is G, then I say suppose this is H, and then I say that this is suppose I. So these are the assumption. Now first the work done by the woman. So we say that the work done by the woman that is equals to area covered by that ABCD and area of C, G, D, C. So we can say that it is equals to area under ABCD and then the area under the trapezium of CEGD. Area under CEGD. Now we have to just add up. We can say that area under that ABCD is AB into AD. So we can say that this is AB into AD. Then we have to find out the remaining part, that is for the trapezium, that is equals to 1 by 2, and as per as rule that constant on the CD side it is 100, so that is 100. Then from EG that is 50, so that is total 150 into the displacement part, that is DG, that is 10. Now we add them. Sorry, I would have to write the part first. So I say first, that is CD plus EG into the portion that is DG. Now we add up them, then it will be 100 into 10 plus 1 by 2, that is 100 plus 50 into 10. Now when we combine this, what we get, we can say that this is equals to the work done by the woman, that is 1000 plus 750, and that is equals to 1750 joule. So that is the work done in this process. Second, the frictional force. So work done by the frictional force, work done by the frictional force that is equals to the area of rectangular ODGHI. So that is area under OGHI. So that is equals to again minus 50 into 20, and that is about minus 1000 joule. So the total frictional force is applicable about minus 1000 joule, and the area on the negative side of the force axis has a negative sign. So this is the frictional force applied by the surface. So this is the graph and the calculation from the graph.